Hey guys, Jim and Chris back. This is a pretty cool announcement. I want to go way back. So one of the favorite stories you told me is years ago, you had this love and this passion for horses, hell of a rider, right? And so you said, I want to have a horse farm. I want to have my own horses. And so Carter, genius that he is, said, well, Chris, let's get you on a spreadsheet.
That's my dad, in case you don't know.
Carter, some of you guys might not know, one of the founders of the company, said, well, young Chris, let's get you a spreadsheet. Well, Chris did this spreadsheet on having his own horse farm, and it was horrible. It wasn't going to put money in his pocket. It was going to take money out. He said, Dad, I don't know how I can get this to work. I'll never forget this. I tell my kids this story. And Carter said to you, well, you got to get something in place in front of it to make it work, and then you can have your horses, right?
Yeah.
I love that
exactly
story.
Right.
I had a similar thing. I say, how can I be on the beach more with my family, whether it's here or Costa Rica? And both of us, how we met was falling into that passive income approach of building real estate. Okay. And we started it through some tough properties and some tough neighborhoods with some really big lessons. And luckily, beating our head against the wall, we came into this, what we consider turnkey real estate 2.0. Yeah. Build to rent. And this was you. Hey, what would you think if we built our own properties? And I said, I'm a rehabber. I don't do that. What are you talking about, Chris? Shame on you. But this guy convinced me, and here we are, $700 million of property later that we've built for you, our investors, and we're about to release the story. Chris kind of said, can you tell the story? So it actually got chartered over to me and my wife. The real estate journey for the last 25 years that we've taken together to be able to buy back our time and from what I consider have a legendary family life. Chris and Marcy, his wife, have the horses today. And because it's never about the real estate, it's about what it can provide to you. And we have a book coming out that, like my last book, with us and the team, we expect it to go to the top of the Wall Street Journal list. And it's not about us or what Chris and I have done. It's about the fundamentals and the stories of our investors and how this 2.0 of build to rent has totally changed real estate investing for you, the individual. Because a lot of people think, oh, build to rent is just for the big conglomerates and hedge funds. And yeah, we work with some of them, but we work more now. Nearly 1,000 individual investors are working with us now and creating a financial future, a passive income that they can rely on. That's buying back their time, letting them have their hobbies, whether it's horses or other hobbies or wanting to spend places in areas that they love. And that's what this book is about. This has been a dream of ours. And it's all getting put into one paper copy, hard copy as well, available as well. But do you want to comment on this? Because you've seen some of this, and this has been a long journey, not only for you, but your dad as well.
Yeah, I think, real estate has clearly been transformational for both of us. I thought about doing the horse business. Fortunately, the pro forma said no on that one. I was in the dry cleaning business, which was not a terrible business, but still, did not provide the type of lifestyle that, that I wanted to provide for my family. And, and ultimately, through the recession, got into the real estate, environment. And, it's really just, it is a great way to grow wealth, and this is, obviously a lot of what's going to be talked about in the book, but, just the fact that, you can make money while you're waiting to make more money. Yeah. And, and ultimately, that's what gives you the freedom, and that's, and of course, the younger you get into it, the better off you are, that's the reality of it is, real estate over time just compounds. Yeah. And, and I think that, we were fortunate that, that we got in relatively young. I
used to be young.
I was going to say, we're signing contracts now with some folks in their early 20s, and I'm like, you're doing it right. I wish I would have been there. But yeah, so I think it's it's our story, which of course we're biased, we love, but but I think it's really everybody's story. Everybody's that's in real estate, and everybody's got their own path. But similar goals in mind, I would think. So.
Yeah, very similar goals, and we're going to be pretty raw on this. Guys, the first model that I went into for real estate investing 25 years ago had a lot of excitement and drive, and it nearly bankrupted me. And then the second model that I went into, look, it made money, but it almost bankrupts my time and my freedom. And that's not what it was about. And then, you know, things really hit stride a decade ago when we teamed up in this 2.0, the build to rent. You know, that is when the acceleration really happened. And that's the system and the playbook we're sharing with you, because there's lots of ways you can get into real estate. But not only for our experiences, but the many case studies and the investors that we've worked with, we know that this works. We're excited to share it with you. You know, you can download the first 3 chapters for free. We're going to be getting out some free copies as well to some of our, you know, Investor Advantage members. But we're just excited to tell you, what is this about? How did this come about? You know, just to write a book wasn't excitement. It was the message and the effect I know that it can have. So we just want to share that with you guys today. We're going to be sending out more updates on the book. It's going to probably be released at the end of February or into March. We'll get you the exact dates. We're expecting it to be a Wall Street hit. And again, it's not because of me and Chris, but because of the impact it's had on so many of our investors, and they're going to be a part of the book. So we'll look forward to sharing that with you, and keep an eye out for the Passive Income Playbook coming out. Take care.
Thanks, everybody.